by Michael Chiavello, ringside with Mark the Hammer Castellini. And here comes the challenger. Here comes the Tower of Power, the raging bull from Istanbul, the man who believes he has what it takes to knock out the world champion. All the way from Turkey, it's Birol Topuz. Listen to them raise the roof. That can only mean one thing. The emergence of the world super heavyweight champion, the wrecking machine, the phenom, the man they call Slam'em, Sam Greco. Michael Chiavello ringside with former Australian Cruiserweight Muay Thai champion Mark the Hammer Castellini. Hammer, what a sight it is to see Slam'em Sam in centre ring.
Well, Sam's back, and he's bad, and he's mad from what his trainer Paul Fifield had to say to us. A little disappointed that an unknown has come down under to challenge him, and he's going to stamp his authority on this Turkish challenger here tonight.
Listen to the atmosphere here at the Melbourne Sports and Entertainment Centre. This crowd is going bananas. Chants of Turkey, Turkey erupt for Birol Topuz. And from the opposite end of the stadium's chants for Slam'em Sam Greco. It's happening. Let's go across the ring and that's a Howard Lee.
Thank you, Michael Chiavello. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Melbourne's Glass House, Melbourne Sports and Entertainment Centre for our main event of the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, on the site where legends are made, let's get ready to rumble with our main event. 12 rounds of boxing for the World Association of Kickboxing Organizations Super Heavyweight Championship of the World. Would you welcome in the red corner? He comes from Istanbul, Turkey, 29 years of age, with a total record in boxing, kickboxing, 84 bouts, 80 wins, 4 losses, 43 wins coming by way of knockout. Avrupa Urush Box Champion, European Super Heavyweight Champion with a record of 12 wins out of 12 bouts, with 10 wins by knockout, with his mentor Murad Dandurgar in the corner, scaling 95.50 kilograms. Hush Galdenis, ready to fire, smokescreen, sophisticate, Birol Topuz. And ladies and gentlemen, across the ring, occupying the blue corner, he lives in Essendon, Victoria, Australia. He captured this championship at Melbourne's Crown Casino Entertainment Complex on May 24, stopping the Republic of South Africa's Carl Bernardo in the 5th round. A big favourite with Collingwood Footy Club, the Pies, a K1 legend, scaling a massive 104 kilograms. Triple M's own world champ, Slam'em Sam. The referee in charge of this 12-round World Championship, Dave "The Rock" Hitchcock.
The Rock Dave Hedgecock in the centre of the ring with both men. Look at the stare down the Tower of Power. Birol Topuz from Turkey against Australia's own Slam'em Sam Greco, our K1 legend, World Super Heavyweight Championship on the line. We are cooking in here tonight, folks, at the Melbourne Sports Entertainment Centre. Super promoter Tarek Solak has done it again.
We've got a bit of time.
Tremendous publicity surrounding this event. Birol Topuz, the dark horse of unknown quantity. He's come to Australia. He has launched the challenge at Slam 'em Sam Greco. This is going to be a war. You can cut the atmosphere in here with a knife. The time for talk is over. Birol Topuz, Slam 'em Sam Greco. World Super Heavyweight title on the line. Let's rumble in the first round. Sam Greco extended the glove to be touched. Birol didn't take it up. They trade some leg kicks early on. Watch out for the sheer power, the brute strength of Slam 'em Sam Greco. And I've been told to watch out for the hands of the former Golden Gloves champion of Turkey, Birol Topuz.
Well, earlier, as you said, Michael, Paul Fifield in the interview said they were going to have a look at Birol, and that looks like what Sam's going to do. So he seems to be sticking to the game plan at this point.
Big leg kick there by Sam Greco. He has the weight advantage on Birol Topuz. That could definitely turn this fight in the favour of Sam Greco. The height and reach advantage goes to the towering Turk. Chance of Birol erupt here at the Melbourne Sports and Entertainment Centre. 5,000 on hand. A cracking leg kick there from Slam 'em Sam Greco. That's how he won the title against Bernardo with those thunderous leg kicks. 1 minute 10 down in the first round, a tentative start by both men.
Well, Greco, fresh from his victory, of course, against Matt Skilton from the UK, which was fought in Japan in front of a capacity crowd of 30,000, screaming Japanese. Sam Greco, of course, Michael, as you've told us before, is a legend in Japan who has Stallone-like status.
Beautiful leg kick by Sam Greco and a thunderous overhand right. That trademark overhand right. He does have movie star status, Sam Greco. Of course, last week, Hammer, you and I were talking to Jean-Claude Van Damme at his birthday party here in Melbourne. He expressed deep interest in the result of this fight, and he was catching up with Birol Topuz and Sam Greco, who were also at that party. But tonight, the star of the event, Sam Greco and Birol Topuz. Round kick to the ribs there off the lead by Sam Greco. There's the end of the first round. Hammer, how do you see it so far?
Well, very much just a feeling out round on behalf of Sam Greco. Birol Topuz basically also just having a bit of a look at what Greco has to offer. 7 kicks, Topuz 13 to Greco. 2 scoring punches to Greco. Topuz didn't really throw any scoring punches in that round, so a very, very slow round indeed.
Listen to this crowd, Hammer. The chants of Greco. Absolutely thunderous. What atmosphere. We haven't seen this sort of atmosphere since maybe Stanford Dennis Alexio here 6 years ago.
Well, that's why Melbourne is the home of kickboxing for Australia. No other states in Australia have a crowd like Melbourne.
He's feeling it already, mate. You notice? Yeah? All yours, mate. Can you hear me from there?
Yeah.
Speak loud. Okay, mate.
We are ready to get it on in the second round of action. Birol Topuz from Turkey, the challenger against the world champion Slam 'em Sam Greco from Australia. Topuz knows that this is his chance to become a superstar overnight. If he can defeat the K1 legend Sam Greco, it will launch him onto the world scene.
Well, Topuz, have a look at that, Michael. He's already limping on that lead leg. Greco's already hurt him. He's not moving freely with that left leg that his at all.
Inside leg kick by Greco. Topuz checked that one. That's what he has to do against those lethal legs of Sam Greco.
Greco's going to take his legs, Michael. I can feel it. He's hurt. The Turkish boy's hurt.
Topuz looking a bit overawed by the sheer power of Sam Greco.
He's just giving Greco too much respect, Michael. He's absolutely, in my opinion, a bit in awe of Greco.
Topuz has to get the adrenaline flowing. He has to dig deep. He has to get that intestinal fortitude and launch an offensive against Slam 'em Sam Greco. Greco just sizing him up in the centre of the ring, waiting to unleash those leg kicks or that thunderous overhand right. It was the inside leg kick to the lead fight. Greco looking very focused, very sharp so far. They call him the wild beast in Japan.
Of course, Sam Greco comes from a Kyokushin karate, full contact karate background, and these leg kicks aren't going to worry him. But it's just been pointed out to me the shin of Birol Topuz has been cut, and there's blood trickling from that rear shin of Topuz after being checked by Greco. He went for that leg kick to Greco, and Greco has also sustained a little cut on the knee bone there. And Topuz's shin is also bleeding, so a flash of shin there.
Yes, bleeding profusely from the right shin of Birol Topuz. 1.5 minutes down in the second round of action. Topuz needs to go. Oh, he's been collected there. A beautiful left hand by Sam Greco. And a thunderous right hand by Greco. He caught the Tower of Power with that one. Topuz just waiting to find an opening to launch his attack against the world champion. Now he moves in, will he fire out that right hand? They tie up over in the neutral corner. Well, the final seconds.
Just too hesitant, Michael, too hesitant. He's not doing enough. He's not jabbing, he's not throwing any rear hands. Basically, he's sitting back and letting Sam unload on him. And there's a fairly nasty gash been opened up on Topuz's right shin. So Sam Greco at this stage doing it fairly easy.
Topuz really needs to mount an offensive here against Slam Sam.
Greco 7 connecting punches, 5 connecting kicks. Topuz 3 punches, 2 kicks. As we have a look at a bit of the damage on the shin there. As the blood's wiped away.
It's a deep cut, that one.
It is a deep cut. They'll need to gel it up or do something so that they stem the flow of blood from that cut to the shin. But, that just goes to show how sharp Greco's leg checks are. Leg checks are of course, the negation of the leg kicks and the natural counter for a leg kick.
I believe that perhaps Birol Topuz needs to show us some of his handiwork, Mark.
Well, he certainly does. He's really just sitting back too much and letting Sam tee off on him. And at this stage, I think Sam is just going to grow more and more confident. From what was an unknown challenger, he's probably now turning into, for Sam Greco, another Carl Bernardo.
Underway in the third round of action. Sam Greco opening up like a house on fire. He's letting go with the heavy artillery now. The wild beast, Sam Greco. And they tie up over against the ropes. Third man in centre ring, Dave Hedgecock there to keep it nice and clean. Topuz now lays in with the big right hand. Ties Greco up. That's what Topuz needs. He needs to give Greco a taste of some leather upstairs.
Topuz is just not taking it up to Greco enough. He's got to really bite the bullet and go for it. And that in itself may cause Sam to sit back and have a bit more of a look at him. But at this stage, all he's letting Sam do is get his bearing down.
Greco might have copped a bit of a knock to the jaw.
I feel it was probably clashed heads. It was a head clash.
High left round kick by Topuz. Just not enough muster behind it to do any real damage. And they tie up again. A power-packed fight so far.
Step back, step back, step back, step back.
Inside leg kick by Greco. Topuz just rushing at him. Tried to find the mark with the left hand. Greco just forces him back against the ropes. This fight brought to you by super promoter Tarak Solak. 5,000 plus on hand here at the Melbourne Sports and Entertainment Centre as chances are up the game for Slam Sam Greco. Topuz needs to keep his hands up nice and high. Greco just sizing him up. Can you see Birol mounting an offensive here, Mark? As we tick away the seconds in the third round.
His lead leg has certainly been hurt. Now Sam's going to go to work on his rear leg. But Topuz is just grabbing on at this stage. As soon as the gap gets closed, he's not really letting his hands do the work. You know, he comes in with big raps as being the golden gloves of Turkey. But at this stage, he's not showing anything of that at all. and Sam Greco is just basically sitting back and seeing what he has to offer, and at this stage not a lot really. 12 connecting punches Greco, 5 connecting kicks Topuz, 5 connecting punches, and only 1 measly kick from Topuz, but that could be because he has basically got that cracking cut on his shin.
Besides the injury to the shin, of course, Topuz doesn't look to be rattled at all.
So let's keep it a bit of a distance.
No, he looks fairly calm and composed, but it's okay to be calm and composed as long as you're throwing technique and working in with it.
Did the first round, okay? And when you get the opportunity, let the leg kick go again. And when he's sore, when you know he's sore, oh, bang, over the top. Okay, because he's putting the pressure on, just stay back a little bit. Okay? Just stay back. Until he...
So we see the fighters tie up, Topuz and Greco. This was the head clash that hurt Greco. Birol just moving in with his forehead, the top of his skull, catching Greco to the side of the head. And of course that was the head clash that we've seen in that round.
We're ready to get it on in the 4th round of action. The Tower of Power, Birol Topuz against Slam and Sam Greco of Australia. The World Super Heavyweight title on the line.
Well, as we heard Greco's trainer Paul Fifield say, they know they've hurt him, they know they've hurt that lead leg. They're going to go to work on that lead leg and then come over with the right hand. Be interesting to see if Sam can put that plan of attack into play.
Topuz, as Mark said earlier on, perhaps showing too much respect to Greco. That's where he needs to follow in with the hands. Greco ties him up over against the ropes. Couple of body shots there from Birol Topuz over in the neutral corner. But not enough to worry Sam Greco at all. Nice left hook there from Greco, caught him sweet on the side of the jaw.
And Topuz also leading in with his own left of his own, rather. But he's not letting it go. He's a little bit tentative, Topuz, at this stage.
Sam Greco just throwing him to the canvas, and Topuz just smiles at Slam and Sam.
Well, he's fairly confident, he's all smiles. Fairly brave boy, but he's got to start working a little harder. Could he be playing up against Greco, just leading him into a false sense of security and then just waiting to explode, as we saw the Prince do in the previous fight?
Perhaps so, Hammy. You might have called it there. An unknown quantity, Birol Topuz, a dark horse. Close range turning kick there from Sam Greco, then caught him with the left hand. Maybe he's letting Greco wear himself down a bit. Don't forget, this one here is scheduled for 12 rounds. Greco has never been 12 rounds in his entire career.
Well, 5-3s is what Greco's used to doing. Of course, in Japan they fight under the Thai rules with the knees. This is a conventional kickboxing fight. No knees allowed.
Sam Greco, of course, ranked within the top 8 heavyweights in the world. He will represent Australia at the K1 Finals, the richest kickboxing tournament in the world. $500,000 on the line in December.
Certainly, as we said earlier, Sam Greco, superstar status in Japan. People down here in Oz just can't fathom the type of treatment he gets. Last week, as you said, Michael, at Planet Hollywood, we witnessed Van Damme being mobbed by people. Well, that's exactly what happens to Slam and Sam when he goes over to Tokyo. Stats in that round: 9 connecting punches Greco, 8 Birol. So he's starting to get the work rate up a little now. 8 connecting kicks Greco, 2 Birol. So he's not really using his firepower enough with his legs.
Plenty of air there, mate. I know you have. I saw him back in Japan, mate. You've got plenty more than this. This is halfway through the first round of Japan, mate, isn't it? Huh? Throw the leg kick, throw the leg kick, throw the leg kick, and bang.
Watch the heads, guys. Be careful.
Something to mate. Something to Doing well, mate. It's all yours.
sen çalışıyorsan biliyorsun diyor. Çalışıyorlar. You gotta fucking do it. Come on.
We're ready to rumble in the 5th round of action. Birol Topuz against Slam and Sam Greco. Some heated words from the corner of Birol Topuz. And plenty of instruction from Paul Fifield in Sam Greco's corner. Sam just smiling at Topuz, saying, I've got a lot in store for you. They tie up over in the neutral corner. Topuz with the height and reach advantage. by about 5 or 6 centimetres. Beautiful leg kick. That one hurt the Turk. Here goes Sam Greco. He has exploded upon him. The beast unleashed over in the red corner. That leg kick to the rear leg. It hurt Birol Topuz.
Well, certainly his legs are taking the toll. We can see from our seat ringside that those legs are battered and bruised. But Topuz should be moving around a little more. If Greco gets a fix on him, that's when he's going to be in all sorts of trouble. Greco at this stage looking quite fresh and just ready to unload.
Lovely left hand there by Sam Greco. Topuz just smiling at him. Perhaps a psych out by Birol Topuz. Sam Greco just having a word in his ear. And Topuz really yet to launch any major offensive against the world champion. Greco caught him with a crunching inside leg kick. It hurt the Turk. The Tower of Power nodding at referee Dave Hedgehoff says, I'm okay.
Yeah, Dave Hedgehoff not keeping that one account. Topuz taking a little time to get up. Topuz throwing a knee to the thigh of Greco. Obviously used to fighting with knees also. Birol Topuz, but Greco right on the money saying, hey ref, just watch his knees.
Sam Greco just chopping away at the inside left thigh. Topuz goes down again. He is grimacing in pain. Referee Dave Hedgehoff applies the count. 5, 6. Can the Raging Bull from Istanbul return to his feet, saved by the bell hammer?
Well, it's momentarily, I'm sure, only, Michael. Topuz is certainly taking a beating in the leg department, but certainly when you've got someone the calibre of Sam Greco smashing away at your thighs.
The towel's been thrown in. It's all over. A TKO victory to Slam and Sam Greco after the 5th round. The towel thrown in. The punishment to the legs of Birol Topuz was just too much in the end. Sam Greco retains his World Super Heavyweight Championship.
Well, there it is, Michael. The challenger was not up to the job at all. Wonder where we go from here. For Sam Greco, it's back to Japan. And the tale will be told when Slam and Sam Greco enters the K1 final against the best in the world. That is the true test in the heavyweight ranks. Birol Topuz today has just been a warm-up for that for Greco, I believe. And we eagerly await the result as Sam Greco heads over to Japan for his next challenge.
Sheer awesome power of Sam Greco. Let's see the action as it transpired, Mark.
Greco just missing with the body shot. Rolls Birol around and then attacks that leg. You can see the hurt on his face. Tries to keep Greco away with that front kick. Greco just barreling in, kicks and punches. Then he goes downstairs. He keeps working the hands and feet together. That's the trick. Bombard the head, and then your opponent will forget to guard his feet or his legs. And that is exactly what Sam Greco's done. He's gone the head, attacked the head, and then taken the legs out from under Birol Topuz.
What an awesome specimen Sam Greco is. He retains his World Super Heavyweight Championship. Here's some more glimpses at the action, Mark.
There you see Sam attacking the inside thigh of Birol Topuz. Big inside leg kick there. And that really hurt him. You can see the pain on his face. Greco comes out of this with a bit of a graze on the cheek and a bit of a cut on the knee. Apart from that, he looks okay. And a fairly easy hit out once again for Sam Greco in front of his home crowd.
Let's go to ring announcer Howard Lee.
Thank you, Michael and Mark, the Fox team. Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the 5th round, Birol Topuz said he couldn't continue, retaining his Super Heavyweight Championship of the world from Beck's backyard. Australia's own Slam and Sam Greco! On behalf of the Crown Entertainment Complex, Mr. Jamie Bartels, to reaffix the championship belt won by Slam and Sam Greco at Melbourne's Crown Casino on May 24, 1998. Come on, give the champ 3 cheers. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! Slam and Sam. Sam, congratulations. It was those wicked leg kicks that again brought you victory. Carbonado suffered and then Birol suffered. Those wicked leg kicks, it's a big weapon in your armoury, Sam.
Well, Howard, before I elaborate on that, I want to thank everyone for being here tonight. Without you, this wouldn't be possible. Thank you to all my fans. Thank you all the Turkish community especially. Thank you, Birol. I take my hat off to the gentleman, giving away a bit of weight, got in the ring. He's a champion with himself. Win, lose or draw, it doesn't matter. I'd like to thank him and his team and Tarek for bringing him out. Also, just before we go, I'd like to thank my manager, Graham Burke, and lovely wife, Robin, my beautiful wife, Chrissy, my parents and everyone else here tonight, and especially Triple M for wrapping everything up for us, and Mr. Tarek Solak for putting on such a great show. Unfortunately, you don't see Sam Greco fight here that often. I thought he may, and I committed myself to fight here today. Some of you that know or don't know, I only fought 3 weeks ago in Japan for the K1 Eliminators. It was the top 16 in the world. I eliminated my opponent, so that puts me in the top 8 in the world now. We're fighting it off in December, so I virtually had 2 weeks break. I was pretty battered up, but I committed myself to this fight, and as a true fighter, my commitment is like a contract, and I was here today. Once again, thank you very much, everyone. Hope to see you again. Have a lovely night, and I hope everyone can party on with us. Thank you, everyone.
Well, there you have it, folks. Slam him. Sam Greco retaining his world super heavyweight title against the Raging Bull from Istanbul, Birol Topuz. From myself, Michael Chavallo, and my verbal sparring partner, former Australian Cruiserweight Muay Thai champion Mark the Hammer Castanini, thank you for joining us. Congratulations to Slam him, Sam Greco, and until next time,